I don't know if I'm gonna finish it, and I'm just gonna put the darn things on the end. Hey fam, what's up, what's up, what's up? This is Robert Anton here, robertantonnyc.com, coming to you with your no frills commentary from a singer. Tonight we are talking about The Voice. It was day 3 or night 3 of auditions. Yes, the blind auditions, and it was pretty good. You know, 2 hours went by pretty quickly. So we started out with the Swon brothers. I think it was Zach and Cokey or Corky. Was it Cokey or Corky? Tell me down in the comments. You know, sometimes I just don't get these things right. They did American Girl by Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, and they both carried their guitars and started out strong and sounded good, and they had some good harmony going together. Shakira chimed in, and then Blake. Then Adam was singing along in the breakdown, and Usher turned his chair around. Adam didn't turn around. They chose Blake. He was the natural choice, them being more of country artists. Then Taylor Beckham came in. She was 17. She did I'm Going Down by Mary J. And Usher turned just as she was about to go into the refrain. Then Shakira chimed in. I can see why too. Let me tell you, she had a nice spin in the song and kind of a different ring to her voice. I couldn't even pinpoint it, and the only thing that came to my mind is it sounded like cotton candy to me. And I don't know if you understand that. I don't understand it, but it just was there in my mind. You know, I was getting this visual, and so there it is. If you know what I'm talking about, if you can hear what I'm saying, and if you got some of that same thing, let me know. Usher stood for her at the end. And Usher said she 100% sold him the song with passion and dedication. And she chose Usher because she loves R&B music. Sam Alves came up and did Feeling Good by Nina Simone. And he had a really nice sound on his start. Did some different things with the very beginning than I've heard in any of the other performances that I've heard. And you know, Feeling Good been done a whole lot on these shows. So he gave it a nice own little spin and stuff, and wow, he did so good, and no coaches turned, fam. And I was like, why not? Adam said the song required perfection, and obviously he didn't think he nailed it, you know, because if he did, he would have turned around, right? Shakira said she really liked his voice and gave him a hug. And Usher, when he was walking away, Usher said, you know, the nerves took over because nobody else was turning around, so he wasn't sure if he should or not. He should have. You got to trust your ears, and this boy was so good. They are really, I mean, they really turned away somebody good on this one, I think. Let me know what you think. Did you think he should have gone through and been on a team? Karina Iglesias was next. She's 34. She did I'm the Only One by Melissa Etheridge. And she started out with a lot of attitude, lowered her voice, and was dead on with such a nice way of cutting into roughness. You know, she would come out of this doing just a little straight, and then she'd make it real rough. She seemed like she could just turn it on and off, right? Adam and Blake were trying to get each other to push both their buttons, and finally both of them pushed their buttons at the last minute while she was wailing away on a nice, you know, note. I was like, go girl, do your thing. Adam said at first he was comparing her to the original, and he thought she was going to blow the light fixtures near the end of the song. Blake said it was so much power. She chose Adam, and she said she'd been wanting to say those words since she started watching this show. Well, congratulations, girl, you did it. Garrett Gardner was up next. He's 17. He did Seven Nation Army by the White Stripes, and he came back from last season, and he didn't get onto a team, right? So he has a nice enough voice and a really nice rasp to it. Oh my God! And Usher just said rasp right after Usher said raspy like you know, under his breath to Blake just after I typed this, right? I like the vibe, and he was really pretty comfortable just presenting the song, giving a lot of attitude. Shakira turned around for him near the end of the song, and Shakira said she was so pissed last season because she watched and they didn't turn for him, and she said she didn't like that at all. Then we got a few people, Jason, who went through from YouTube, he on Team Shakira, Duncan Kamakana, and Jessie M also made it onto teams. I missed which teams they made it onto. Holly Tucker was up next. She was 19. She did To Make You Feel My Love by Billy Joel, Bob Dylan, Adele. So many people have done the song, right? I think it was originally by Bob Dylan, but it came out first by Billy Joel, and that's just too much information. Okay. You know I be reading up on these things, right? Adam, Shakira, and Usher all turned their chairs before she finished her first line. Then Blake also chimed in. All four. Congratulations. She really did have a nice sound with control and depth, passion, and restraint. I felt her connection to the song throughout. Adam stood for her. Shakira said it was a beautiful performance and really honest. She chose Blake. being the country girl, you know, she went ahead and went with Blake. Then Sonika Vaid, Shade, Simon, and Joistarr all got screen time but didn't get a coach to turn for them. And Landon Medvec, 20, did You Give Me Something by James Morrison. And he had a certain gruff, I mean, it was surely there, you know, just there. Just like, I was just like, okay, go ahead on, boy. And I like the sound of his voice, but he didn't get a coach to turn their chair for him. Usher asked him why he wasn't a girl, and Blake agreed, and I didn't think he sounded like a girl at all. Shakira said he was amazing. Adam said he was battling with trying to sound like James Morrison and like he was fighting his natural way. But I was like this. Shakira said he was amazing and she loved him and da-da-da-da, but she didn't turn her chair around. If he was amazing, why wouldn't you turn your chair around? So, you know, what's going on with that? That just didn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Please thumb up the commentary if you are liking it, if you are enjoying it. Please let me know, let others know. I really appreciate it. I always need your support. Keep me motivated. I will want to mention next week I will be doing a rehearsal for a show, so that I will not be here to do next week's commentary on Monday night. But I do plan to watch on Tuesday and post a commentary on Tuesday for you. Alright, so Michelle Chamuel was up next. She was 26. She did I Kissed a Girl by Katy Perry. And she's in a band called EllaRiot. Good girl for you. Go ahead and promote your band right away, okay? Adam turned right away, and then Shakira. Michelle started it out soft and kind of sweet, then got weird and crazy, right? I was so excited for her. Let me tell you, and Usher turned around at the last minute, and she's got really good stage presence. I mean, and I said kind of weird and strange because she's kind of nerdy and stuff like that, but she was doing her little thing, you know, and then she got to going. And I think on Twitter I wrote she turned from Michelle to Catwoman in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 because she was doing her little moves. I was like, go girl, do your thing. You know, I get excited for people. I'm sorry. Shakira said she was fierce and she sees the rock chick inside of her. Adam said there's a rock chick inside of him too. Usher told her she's a really great talent. Then she asked them a question. She said what would they develop in her based on today's performance. Of course, they all gave their BS answers. And after commercial break, she chose Usher because she said something in her gut was pointing at him. Julie Roberts was up next. She was 33. She did God Gave Me You, originally by Dave Barnes. Blake Shelton did the song also, and that's the version she was going off of. And she had a gold album before. And I didn't like how she sounded when she started singing. I'm just sorry, I just did. There was something that was not right, and she was a little warbly and stuff, and it just wasn't solid for me. I don't know what it was, but she was working the stage. She was doing her thing. No coaches turned their chairs for her. And Blake knew her the second that he turned around. And the thing, he was like, oh my God, I feel so bad, you know, she had such a hard time and all this. But you know what? It's supposed to be about the voice. And that is a good thing that he couldn't see her, because he might have chose her. If she walked in, he saw her, and she sang, he probably would have chose her for his team. So it's a good thing that he could not see her, because she just, how could they take her after turning down such good people, you know, that have gone before her? That wouldn't have been right. Next up was Monique Abedi. She did Loca by Shakira, and she started out really strong, and Blake immediately turned around. Shakira and Usher and Adam also turned around. She got all 4 congratulations, and she really had a large range and was right on top of the fast parts of the song. Shakira got up and started dancing while she was singing. Just a really strong ending too. Shakira said she impressed her with her choices and aggressiveness, and she chose Shakira after calling Usher sexy because she's her idol. Warren Stone was last up. He was 31. He did Colder Weather by the Zac Brown Band. Adam chimed in as soon as he started, and I liked how he was taking his time with the story and just kind of letting the words come out naturally. Really nice tone. Shakira was second to chime in, then Blake turned near the end. Blake said he has such ease with his voice, like he's telling a story, and it blew him away. Again, I caught the same thing. He chose Adam in a surprise move because Adam's going to push his boundaries, he said. Did you enjoy the show tonight? Did you enjoy the commentary? You know, let me know down in the comments. This is Robert Anton. Oh, I'm glad I got through that, and I'm glad you got through it with me. I'm out. Peace.